All right, got great pitching today by Aidan, Knaak, and Matt Marshall. And Drew Titsworth finishing it up, but really just kind of pitching and defense and timely hitting were all three storylines today. We, to put up 8 consecutive zeros on a team that, that scored 18 runs on Friday and then 6 runs yesterday. And I thought we played very good defense. We pitched very well. Aidan had command of all 3 pitches. Just really working fast, throwing strikes, letting the defense play. It was all good stuff. The production from the middle order, 3 through 7 hitters, Blake with 3 hits, and Alden and Jimmy and Chufo and Naraki. Just, we had a lot of production there in the middle. So really just storyline today was pitching, defense, timely hitting, and Aidan's gem that he twirled, and then the response of the weekend of having such a awful Friday night and then a sloppy Saturday, but still to come away with a series win against a very good Kennesaw State club that you saw. They've just got prospects all over their pitching staff, guys with good arms, and they're going to seem to be one of those teams that are poised to have a good year and compete to win their conference. So this will end up being a nice series win for us, and that's a good club, and just really proud of the way we played today, especially the bounce back start that Aidan had after last weekend didn't really go his way, and then I think today he showed what he's capable of.
Questions for players?
How's it feel to get your first win?
Winning's always good, but I'm just glad that our team was able to perform at our best and just go out there and win another ball game.
Aidan, what was working for you today to keep them off balance?
I think everything today was working good, but just trusting Jimmy back there and Belly calling them pitches was really helpful.
Blake is one of the veteran leaders of this team. Was Friday night, could it be a good thing, a little bit of humility, a little adversity for the team?
Yeah, 100%, because we haven't really faced anything like that this year. And we've made an emphasis, we're going to see how we're going to respond. And that was pretty much the plan. And we were, we talked out as a group. We took a deep breath, we relaxed and trusted the plan and all of our training, and came out and played really well. And it's pretty easy to play when you got a guy like Knaak throwing on the mound.
Blake, how weird was it to score 4 runs? I mean, that's not a normal thing for a player to do, to score 4 runs in one game.
Yeah, well, it wasn't me. It was the guys behind me, just getting me over 1 base at a time. So credit to them.
What is it about this team that y'all have been able to load the bases so many times so far this season? Probably lead the country in that statistic if there were one.
Yeah, we're taking really good at bats. We're seeing a lot of pitches. We got a tough group. 1 through 9, you got to come at us.
Any other questions for the players? All right, thank you, players.
Thanks, guys.
All right, questions for Coach?
Well, just wanted to ask you to bounce back and get these 2 wins the way you won yesterday, and then to come out here with the kind of the focus you guys had to start this game. You have been real pleased.
Yeah, very pleased. Yesterday you could tell we were, just pressing, because we knew we wanted to respond the right way from just, as bad as a Friday night could have gone. And so it was almost like we were trying too hard and, had to, like Blake said, had to take a deep breath and just, play mentally free. And so that kind of, the 3 spot in the 8th inning yesterday, I mean, we had to flip the scoreboard 3 different times, in the 3rd, the 4th, and the 8th. I mean, it was just one of those back and forth type games. So this team is tough. It's a resilient team. We did come out complacent and flat on Friday. That's my fault. But they won ugly yesterday, and then we played very well today. Really until the 9th inning, throwing the bunt away. That was a very clean pitching and defensive game. It's exactly what we wanted to see, because it's the level, the standard that not only we expect, but we just want to be consistently good in those, especially those 2 categories. So that's postseason baseball: pitching, defense, timely hitting. That's what wins in the ACC, and certainly what's going to be needed moving forward, especially next weekend.
That was not a very freshman-like performance today from Aidan. Is that what you guys have seen from him all through the preseason?
He's not your typical freshman. He's very routine oriented. He's a student of the game. He's always working on his craft. He's a very hard worker. He's one of those guys that watches film on his own. I mean, he's got a little Spencer Strider-ish in terms of mental game, routine, discipline to the routine, the things that he does in preparation to the start. It's different. It's an older, it's an old soul, very mature kid. So he's beyond his years mentally, but he's also very advanced physically for a freshman. But that's what we've seen through the fall and the preseason, and that's why we put him on the weekend.
Good.
Yeah.
We know what Taylor's capable of at the plate.
Yeah.
As a coach, you got to be part psychologist. When the guy's slumping like he is, how do you handle that as a coach?
I mean, Willie T's tough, and anything he hits his way into, he's going to hit his way out of. And so we just keep putting him in there. He's never coming out, and he's just one of those guys that they're going to fall. He's too good. If he hit 3 of those balls yesterday, he might have had 3 homers. He put a few on the screws today, and that's really all you want whenever the game is you're in a valley, and that's a peaks and valleys part of this game. There's going to be ebbs and flows. Performance-wise, what he's doing a really good job of right now is his mentality is not following that same dip, and that's what made him so good last year. Is his mentally, he was more on that plateau of being able to stay centered, and he's not down right now, and he's cheering for his teammates, and he knows the game's going to come back to him, and he's going to get hot, and he's going to be one of our dudes, as he always is. And, so yeah, he's being tested a little bit, hitting some balls hard right at people, but he'll be fine. I'm not worried about him one bit.
Erik, it's now 2 weeks in. You feel like you're where you want to be at right now, or what's some things maybe you'd like to see maybe you guys get better at or something like that?
Yeah, we've given up too many opportunities to the other team in terms of whether it be walks, hit by pitches, errors, extra 90s, whatever that category is. When we've been, I think 3 of our 7 games, maybe 4 now with today, 4 of our 7 games, we've been in the single-digit category there, and those have been when we've allowed 3, 2, 2 runs in a game, and then when we've had walks, errors, extra 90s, those have been the high scoring. So just being very consistent and being stingy on defense. We want to be greedy on offense, but stingy on defense from a pitching and defensive standpoint. But yeah, I mean, we're getting guys on base. We don't look at runners left on base. We look at the execution of being able to get them over, get them in, that percentage. So it looks like we leave a lot of guys on base because we get a lot of guys on base. But the quality at bats have been good. There's only been, I think, 1 of the 7 games where we haven't hit our quality at bat goal. So we've been good in that category. But all in all, seeing good things. The communication on the field, that's an area of focus. Some mental mistakes we can clean up, but I mean it's all part of it. There's a lot of things actually. I mean we do a full debrief after every game. Like there's 24 things we're measuring. I don't want to bore you with all that, nor do I want to tell you because I don't want the other teams to know. But we're doing pretty good in those categories of just executing our game goals. And when we don't, it looks like Friday and Saturday. Saturday we didn't either. But when we have a day like today, where it's like offense, defense, special teams in football. We have pitching, defense, offense, and it's those 3 categories as well as some team goals. But our guys are doing a good job.
Coach, Reed Garris had a nice season last year out of the pen, 4-0. Haven't seen him yet. Is he battling through some injuries right now, or?
He feels ready to go. he didn't have an injury. He's just kind of like how Austin Gordon was on a different kind of a ramp, but he should be back, if not this coming weekend, the following weekend for sure. But I know he's pushing for this coming weekend.
So last year, you got USC Upstate coming up, and last year you got balls in Greenville. What does their team look like this year?
What does their team look like?
Yeah.
I have no idea, but they're always good. I'll watch them tonight, tomorrow, and in preparation for Tuesday. But our staff will as well, and those guys are unbelievable at breaking down film and video and reports. Our whole staff just puts a lot of time into it. Coach Schnabel, Coach Bellinger, Coach Mazer, Phil Pohl, Ben Paulson. I mean, these guys are just relentless with breaking it down. So I think the whole staff, all of us will really take a good deep look, and because we know we got beat by them in Greenville last year, so we cannot overlook them and start thinking about the Gamecocks. It is South Carolina week, and that weekend will get here, but we have to stay locked in and focused on USC Upstate for Tuesday.
Plan to start Austin, Gordon.
Yeah, we'll start Gordo. Yeah, maybe a little bit shorter than usual, just so he's ready for the weekend as well.
Any other questions for Coach? All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.